Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode, I did this, I think Wednesday night. I'm pretty sure it might have been Wednesday night. This right here is about the Queen. Not so much about the Queen Elizabeth, more so about the British Empire, England itself, and how they literally had a hand in the whole world at some point. They controlled so much of the whole world at some point. You know what I mean? Like, we could talk about how dangerous that was, how colonization was and what it was. And at the same time, let's keep it a buck. If it wasn't for colonization, the plus side of that is you wouldn't have half of the stuff we have. Forget half. We wouldn't have 99.9% of the stuff we have. You know what I'm saying? America did a lot. Canada did a lot. Australia did a lot. New Zealand did a lot. You know what I mean? Like, these places wouldn't exist without colonization. You know what I'm saying? America wouldn't be America. And as much as there's a big negative to that, there's a big positive to that. So many inventions came from America. You know what I'm saying? So many ways of doing things came from America. The concept of what it is to have a democracy comes from America. You know what I'm saying? The world was all about monarchy. You know what I'm saying? Kings and queens. America was like, yo, we vote for who our leader will be. You know what I'm saying? We will vote to put our leader in place. George Washington going, nah, I did this twice. I'm good. No, I'm good. I'll step down. Set the bar. You know what I'm saying? If Washington was like, yeah, let's keep going till I just croak or somebody actually beats me, then we're having a different conversation. America brought that. I tell people all the time, man, and I don't want this to sound like this is an American joint. I tell people all the time, all these countries that get their freedom is a baby of America. Again, which is a baby of the Brits. You know what I'm saying? So, just think about that, man. Just look at the map of what they used to control and what they still have a hold on. And you'll see that's basically the whole planet. The whole planet. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this wasn't so much about her as much as it was about the history of what they controlled and how they got down. You know what I'm saying? When you look up all the stuff that happened just while she was alive and while she was in control, or she was the queen, and you see all these countries that left, all this stuff that was going on under her rule. It's a wild thing, man. It's a wild thing. And I understand why there's people going, hey, hold on. We can't salute her right now. There was a lot of foulness under her regime, if you want to say it like that. So this is that episode where we just talk about real quick, at the end of the day, they were the entity. Forget the superpowers and all that in the Cold War. They were the top of the mountain. They were the elite. And everybody else was just under trying to catch up. And a lot of countries overtook that situation. America overtook that. China at one point overtook that. Russia was right there. Germany. God, them 40s, them 20s, 30s, and 40s. Hey, know your history. It was wild. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that little time frame between World War I and World War II, where Germany was down, they were still there. You know what I mean? So everybody had a chance, but the totality of what we know as the modern world, that was them. That was them. During the age of exploration and taking over places and colonization, they were at the top They started a little late because Portugal and Spain was already doing it. France was getting into it, and they came and just dominated. You know what I mean? They dominated. It's just wow. Just one of them weird history things, man. By all means, do your own research on how the Brits got down. Enjoy this. Thank y'all for listening worldwide. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. We're gonna put the tags up on how to get at me on Twitter or Instagram. Not so much Facebook. I ain't got nothing jumping off of Facebook. We need to though. We really need to. We need to do that. But yeah. WordPress, Anchor, Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Podbean. I can't figure out which one it is. And you know what I'm saying? We own a lot of joints, man. We own a Google Podcasts, Apple. You know what I mean? So by all means, man, however you are listening to this, thank you. Salute. You know what I mean? And with that being said, please do your own research. Enjoy. Yes. Hey, y'all know what time this is, man. Before we get into this joint, I'm gonna explain. No, let's get into it anyway. It's that time. Wu-Tang Forever, man. It's Wednesday. I feel weird when I don't play a Wu song during a Wednesday joint, or somebody who a Wu member featured on something. It feel weird, man. Like that's an official joint. Wu Wednesdays. Anyway, man, let's do what we do. Take it from the top. Take it from the top. This moment in world history. Look, the Queen passed last week. Yo. And then what happened was you had a bunch of people who was like, yo, we ain't gonna salute her. Which, I get that. That's how it is. Then there was, especially because a lot of my pro-black people I follow, my pro-black homies, I know, was like, yo, I can't believe that so many people was out here crying, people of color crying for her because she passed. Here's the thing, I don't think y'all understand, man. This woman was part of the process. She was part of the process where they owned everything. Like during her time, and they were losing, countries were coming away breaking for freedom. You know what I'm saying? You had Kuwait. People don't even know Kuwait was part of that joint. Trinidad was part of that joint. Jamaica was part of that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of countries out here that they owned. A lot of countries with brown and black people. You know what I'm saying? And when I say brown, I also mean them Asian people. Malaysia, they owned a lot of joints, man. They owned a lot. Then it had me thinking, America's known as a superpower. Russia's known as a superpower. All that happened during the fall of Germany during the World War II joint. But before all that, you know what I'm saying? Before all of that right there, the people who was really running it was England. You know what I'm saying? Think about that joint, man. And England owned this whole continent. Canada and this country. They own this joint. You know what I'm saying? They owned South Africa. Was basically an English thing. You know what I'm saying? Then they did the same thing that we did. It was like, yo, we here, y'all ain't here, so how y'all gonna tell us what we can and can't do? And they did their thing. Australia was their joint. New Zealand was their joint. Might still be, who knows? But that was their joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we know about how they went into India. We know about how they went into China. We know how they had a hand in trying to do some joints in Japan. The whole world. At one point, England was out here occupying, going, this is us. And what they didn't, Spain grabbed. That's how you got all that stuff down in South America, you know what I'm saying, in Mexico and all that. And what they, you know what I'm saying, and that's why a lot of like countries were jumping on that. France, everybody like, yo, it was wild. But England really had a stronghold on joints. And it's the kind of joint where you're like, yo, it's mind-blowing. Like I said, I saw a thing when he was like, yo, during her reign, here are the countries that broke away from their hold. And it was a nice list. It was a long list. It was a list of brown people, and they still own a lot of joints. There's still a lot of territories that they own. And you would think at some point you would just go, yo, here's your freedom. You know what I'm saying? And as much as those English people out there and British people or whatever out here huffing and puffing about the monarchy and all that, and saying this and saying that, and like downplaying her and they hating on, you know what I'm saying? No, yo, it is what it is. She was who she was, yeah, that was how that went down. But until y'all like unleash, you know what I'm saying, let go of the rest of the countries that y'all hold, you can't really talk. Like, it's still your joint. You know what I mean? Like, But that's my point right there. That's my little history moment. Please, by all means, oh my God, if you look up like what England had a stronghold on, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And what is the new king gonna do? Is he gonna be like, yo, this right here is old school stuff. All you other countries, y'all got y'all freedom, man. Like the great, like they own, like yo, they own joints. You know what I mean? Like whole civilizations. People who are living and moving and breathing and they still like they're under that umbrella. Wow. It's wow. That's all I'm saying. That's all I gotta say about the history moment. But yo, please look that up. Like when you see how much they used to have and how much they still have. You know what I'm saying? All this superpower stuff and all this stuff and puffing about being the greatest country that we do, we can't compare to that. That's a whole nother level. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother level. You know what I mean? But that's all I wanted to say on that. It's not like I didn't have a Black History moment. It's just it was an eye-opening moment. You know how like you know some stuff, and then when somebody puts it like in perspective a little clearer, makes it clearer, you're like, yo, wow. And that's what I had. I had one of them wow, mind-blown joints. I was like, yo, England was out here grinding. They literally controlled the world technically. And that's all I'm saying. Anyway, that was the history moment. We gonna get back into some Wu-Tang joints. You know what I mean? For real. Like I said, I'd be here all night doing names. Let's get into some Wu-Tang joints. You know what I mean? Let's get at me on Twitter, Black Seas, BLACK_CEZ. Get at me on the gram. Y'all know who I am. Black Seas the Sun. You know what's up? BLACKCEZARSONN. Facebook. Live at the Oasis. Daily Motion. YouTube. Find me other places. 2. We can do it like 1, 2. Let's get back into the groove. Let's go. Yes. Hey, that's my time, man. Yo, it felt good doing this joint right here. Hey, yo, because last week I played no hip hop, so I was like, yo, I gotta throw some joints up in here for real. But this is what we do. Y'all know how we get down on Saturday. It's gonna be wide open Saturday. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cut, scratch, hold on, I'm a bid recipes big. I played some bids too, didn't I? Cut, scratch, transform with finesse, you know that and all that mess. I keep it hardcore. Sometimes I go soft a bit, but y'all be like, nah, is it awkward, kid? I'm playing. Let me stop it. I was about to, anyway. This is what we do. This is how we get down. Thank y'all for. I hope y'all enjoying this right here. We rock out, man. We rolling. We keep it popping. Word up. So I will holler at y'all later. Like I said, we gonna do what we do Saturday. Bang them in the head, popping off like that. Please check out the podcast, Our World, Our Time. We down bringing back the Sunday Soul Sessions. So you know what I'm saying? We got joints everywhere, man. Music is what I love to do, and that's how we gonna do it. I ain't gonna say nothing else after that. We gonna get ready to get up out of here. So you know how we do. 1, 2. They be like, They say, ooh, I messed that up. Let me read. I messed my own groove up on that one. Yo, they say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, please show the world the best version of you. Be safe out there. Peace.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.